And now, what you've all been waiting for. It's Coin Op TV Live, starring Robert Welkner and the lovely Hailey Bright. And now, give it up for your host, Robert Welkner.
One more, everybody. What's up? Welcome to Coin Op TV Live on the stream.tv, your home for live interactive entertainment Thursday nights. Very exciting. I'm back from New York. Hailey took over my show last week, but I'm back. It's episode 310, July 2nd. We got an awesome show tonight. I booked a hot guest. It's a hot game. It's a hot guest. The game is called BlazBlue, Calamity Trigger. We got the producer in the studio. Let me get the sign going for the producer, Mike. I'm digging the swing through, Hailey. Also, we're going to show an interview we did with Chris Foster, the lead designer for the Beatles rock bands later on in the show. I brought goodies back from New York City to share with people on my team and some photos, things like that. So speaking of the team, let me get started by introducing them, and then we're going to get ready to rock on the show. Very excited to be back. So first up, the gal who makes me come down Thursday nights, my lovely co-host, Hailey Bright.
Hey, Rob, what's up? I think your applause was way better. Maybe that's because you're over there and I'm over here. Maybe you told people not to applause for me. I see how it works.
I would never do that. In fact, I gave myself the double applause to go with the double dialogue. That's how it works.
Oh, right. Awesome. How was New York?
Oh, my gosh. New York was great. It was fun. On the flight back, I had to, lose my accent again. But, Hailey, if you hear me say certain words, you're definitely going to hear the Brooklyn accent coming back. I may be a little more energetic. It's like I went to New York City and I got a power up, and now I'm back with twice as much juice to go.
Dude, I was in New York for a couple days, and I'm not even, from New York, and I started saying, something like, hey, can you guys call me later? And I was like, what the hell? Oh, my God. Did I just sound, from Tennessee. Really?
Yeah. Oh,
So I'm sure your accent gets really thick. Maybe you could give us, a demo.
A demo? Well, maybe when I start showing the reunion photos, it'll all come back. But the thing is, everything was very direct. There was no yield signs at all. It was like, okay, you need to go up there, you make a right, you see Joey, you make a left, you see the pizzeria, you get the cheese there. That's how it goes. It was just everything's boom, boom, boom. No wishy-washy, 7-Eleven, Taco Bell, you could go right, you could go left. It was very, very direct.
What was Mitch's story about? What was it? All the guys were named Vinny? I can't remember.
Tony,
yeah. He's like, the person that built his house was named Tony. The person that put in the carpet, named Tony. Every single person he worked with was named Tony. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was funny. So before we move on, I'll introduce part 3 of Coin Op TV Live, the man who runs the stream.tv. Let's say hello to Brian Gramo.
Hey, kids. Hi. How's everyone doing? Last Coin Op before the break. And this is also, am I allowed to spill? Can I say this, Rob?
Give a spoiler.
Can I pimp you out? This is Robert Welkner's 99th episode hosting Coin Op TV Live. So any applause for that? Or maybe more applause for the fact that when he comes back after the break, it will be his 100th episode hosting Coin Op TV Live. But we had a little bit of a like Rob was saying, his 100th episode came already, or was going to be today, and I was like, no, actually, there's been this is the 103rd episode of Coin Op TV Live, and there's been previous episodes hosted by DJ Rostar, by Hailey Bright last week, by Lawrence from All Games, and the DCD host of the show too. So while there's been more than 100 Coin Ops, it'll be Rob's 100th Coin Op next week. So I'm looking forward to that 100 special blowout spectacular Rama.
And Brian, props for wearing the Pac-Man shirt tonight. Good.
I have a Pac-Man shirt.
Well, you got the Pac-Man yellow.
Okay, it's actually, I got it at Buffalo Exchange for $3, and I have no idea what this logo means, but if you know what the logo means, I'll give you $1.
Very cool, very cool. I love the way Brian can move around, Hailey, and his voice, if I move away from the mic, we get the Doppler effect, but Brian can go anywhere, do anything, and his voice carries and transcends.
That's because he like owns this place and he's like the god of the stream.tv. So his voice is like everywhere.
This
it's weird.
This shirt has a +10 to projection, so that's how I rock that out.
All right, speaking of +10 projection and gods and men and everything like that, Hailey, we do a live show here. I want to give some shout-outs, and I want to let you guys know if you have questions, concerns during the show, the easiest way for Hailey to get that information to me is by instant messaging us. It's thestream.tv, all spelled out. With that, Hailey, do we have any live chatters around tonight?
No live chatters.
It's a quiet room.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Okay, I want to give a shout to Barlow BB. I hope this is Hogan's friend Barlow from Louisiana, but we'll see. And also want to give a shout out to Hogan because he's watching. You were a good I Am girl last week. And Church4252, Jay Deuce, bass player, Batman, Bo Ryan. You're always like in my studio somehow. And Aaron. That's all his chat name is, Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
Cool. So we don't know if that's a guy or a gal, but shout-outs to all you guys. And happy...
Why, are you looking for a date?
Well, no, I wasn't sure if it was the Aaron that's in Canada, because I was going to segue into...
I heard that there's this girl that likes you. It's true. I heard it today, and I heard that she's liked you since 3 months now? No, 4 months. It's July. But I can't tell you who it is, because I promised I wouldn't tell. Like high school. But I heard this girl, she has a crush on you, but she didn't think you liked her, so she stopped crushing. Like, she's afraid to like you.
She stopped crushing me?
Well, I heard that she still likes you.
Rob, I know this guy that says he still owes you $5, but I can't tell you who it is. So if you remember, just think back to one of those lunches one day, but he totally owes you $5.
Hailey and Brian, it's hard enough to run a live show, and I got millions of notes. I got a big guest tonight, but now you want me to dwell.
This is a true fact.
And
I heard it
on
while
these...
I was in my car today on the phone with somebody.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Is it
Just
somebody?
FYI, you should keep your eyes open and not be so closed off.
Is it somebody local?
She lives in LA.
Okay, well that
and
helps.
You've met her before.
All right.
So that's all the information I'm gonna give you for now. And she's cute.
We may get a detective in here to make a sketch before the end of the night to figure this all out. So, well, unfortunately, Hailey, she's going to watch a show tonight where I'm going to spoil you with tons and tons of gifts from New York City. So tonight might not be a night for my lady fans to be watching. I apologize. But I thought you did such a good job last week on the show that I brought you some goodies from New York. But before we get to that, I want to show some photos from the trip. And so you mentioned that you and I got to have lunch with Mitch, who's the one of the editors on Game Room magazine. And I brought a photo of me, you, and Mitch hanging in New York City.
Aw, that's cute.
Repping my Coin Up TV shirt, and yeah, it was very cool. It was good to meet him. He's a fan of the show. He always throws us in his the news section of Game Room magazine, so you got to check that out.
He's awesome. He was super cool. I totally want to hang out with him next time I'm in New York.
Yeah, that's your New York connection now. Your buddy, your new buddy.
I may be in New York a lot. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, next photo. I want to see your high school reunion.
All right. Well, first up, and that was Friday. So I flew in Friday, and then on Friday night we had the Brooklyn Tweet Up at Barcade in Brooklyn, and we had a bunch of people show up there. It was really cool. So Brian, we got some photos from the Tweet Up. We had N York, Alpha Sidon, Royal Lancer, Sam from New Jersey, who used to be involved in the stream, Video Masters TV. There's me in Video Masters TV. Also, DOS714 came out to hang. I think the group shot. There we go. There's some of the posse. So Barcade, it's an arcade and a bar sort of combined. That's the gag. We got to play 1942, Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. There's N York and Alpha Sidon reppin'.
Nice, dude.
He's big pimpin'.
I heard he gets all the ladies in New York.
He does talk to all the ladies. So. Well, there's a lot of strange laughter tonight, Hailey. You got to forgive me. People are probably like wondering where the Hailey Bright show is.
But I took. He was cool when he came here.
Yeah, he's really good guy. So all right, so let me get to the reunion pictures, and then I can get on to the goodies.
Oh, I found out who likes you. Black Nerd Comedy. Says, okay, I admit it. I'm the girl who has a crush on Rob.
It's very strange. I thought I was friends with Black Nerd Comedy on Facebook, and I just was friend requested by him today. Like, there's a strange other Black Nerd Comedy on Facebook now floating around. So I've got two Andre buddies.
Nice. So what's next?
All right, so Hailey, I went back to New York for my high school reunion. I got to see a bunch of people. I didn't remember anybody's
Is that
names.
really how you talked when you were back home?
When I was, hey, you got a problem over there? Guy in the control room? So I brought only a couple photos, because if you go to my Facebook or whatever, there's more on there. But the last thing you want to see is a bunch of pictures of a bunch of people you don't know. But here's a picture of the posse, the boys, me, Vinny, and Gabe.
As long as they look really Italian, I'm actually fine with not knowing them.
These are we were the trio. We were the three amigos in high school. We did everything together, and I got to see them. Gabe lives in Oklahoma. Vinny stayed in New York, and I flew in from the West Coast here. And then some of you guys who watch the Stream.tv may recognize Dwayne Perkins. I went to school with him. He's been on Stu's show and SportsWiser, a few other shows, and he flew in from California too. He's local, so I got a picture with him. Really good guy and very funny. And then also on Sunday, I went to a Brooklyn Cyclones game with my dad. So Hailey, here's me and the dad at the Cyclones shirt with the Cyclones T-shirt. Pretty close up, we're about 10 rows back.
You guys look so cute in your matching Cyclones T-shirts. Who won?
Oh, the Cyclones creamed. It was the Renegades. I didn't even know where they were from, Nevada or something. They creamed them 13-3.
Nice.
Everything was good. It was. I got a baseball. I didn't catch this, but I got a Brooklyn Cyclones game day ball.
Like the first 500 people or something get a baseball?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm gonna pay tribute to Cisco on Deep Space Nine and put it up on my desk for tonight's show. So we'll see that on the 2 shots. So, all right, Hailey. Before I get to the goodies, what's going on? Any concerns in the chat room? People making fun of the old Bobby Welks New York accent there?
No, they love it. Actually, one of the fans says that it's hot.
It was very.
Maybe that's what you did with that girl. Maybe you used your accent with the power jacket. That is one thing I found out on the show last week. And we had this long discussion with our fans. Like, maybe when Rob uses the jacket, it's like this transformation. What do you think, Rob?
The jacket
like
does.
Superman.
The jacket does have power, yes. And I saw that you had your jacket last week on the show.
Yeah,
That was
it
very
didn't
clever.
have any power. I tried it after the show. I'm just kidding.
So let me get to the goodies then. If we got no concerns right off the chat room. Again, it's we're gonna have Mike excuse me.
It's okay, Mike. Rob's not good with names.
I told my butcher his name. Mike Manzanares, the producer for BlazBlue, a video game that's hot out right now, coming on as a guest shortly. And we're also going to show a clip from Hailey's interview with Chris Foster, lead designer of the Beatles rock band. But before we get to that, Hailey, I'm excited. I got goodies.
What do you have?
Are you ready for the goodies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went.
The rad nerds look like they're about to pounce on your
They're
goodies.
gonna pounce. So I went to the first stop was the Nintendo World Tour store, whatever it's called. What does it say? Nintendo World.
I went there once, but I got so afraid at all the little kids trying to like cut me in line to play on the DS that I was like, oh my God, I'm leaving.
So
I left.
It was epic. They had like every color DS possible, Wii's, people going nuts. It almost looks violent when you walk in, because if you don't know what's going on, it looks like people are spazzing out and like having like fights and stuff.
No, that's
all you
why
see,
I left.
Yeah, all you see is hands and waving around and people dancing and stuff. So I don't know if you remember, Hailey, but when you were on the Collective, you said you had a crush on Link from Zelda. So I thought, yeah, I'll get like a Zelda shirt while I'm back there to represent. And then what I got for you, this pretty much sums up, Hailey, how I feel about you. I got this Princess Peach shirt here.
Aw, thanks, Rob. That's cute.
So that's one of the goodies for you there.
That is really cute. I love it.
Kind of goes in with the background a bit there. So that's for you. That's a kid's size, Hailey. So good luck wearing that. And then I thought, like, our buddies, Bo and Leo, who are collectively known as Rad Nerd, they do a post-show after Corn Up TV Live. I thought they've been doing good. They did the parkour, nerdcore video for you last week. They're always helping out. So I thought I'd get them some shirts.
And it says, I love Corn Up TV.
Well, no, we don't have those yet. But
Is that a kid size also?
no, this is the adult size, with the Nintendo World with the Mario on there.
That is so cute.
Yeah,
Now, is
They'll
that
look
really
so-
old, or is that one of those built-in distressed, like it was born dumb?
They'll look really cute in that.
So this is for let's see, we got large for Bo.
Maybe we should bring them out
Sorry,
to
large-
accept their T-shirt award. Come on out, Rad Nerds!
This is where you're gonna come out. Wait,
I was hoping they would come out of the woodworks. Guess
so
not.
this is large for Leo, and then I got a medium for Bo, and I got him this shirt.
Wow, shocking! They match.
That was a $40 joke, Haley. All right, you guys come through, run through, grab shirts here. Rad Nerds. Woo! That was scary. I felt like the Beatles for a second there with guys running at me, grabbing things. So you guys, congratulations. I hope you enjoy
Excuse me?
your shirts.
Bizarro Beatles.
Thanks, Rob.
So then, Haley, so that was day one. Every day I went shopping for you. So day two, I was in Brooklyn. I went down to one of my stores. By the way, if there's any heckles from the chat room, cut in at any time, Haley. But I went down to this shop in
They
Brooklyn
think
called
that you're gay because you went shopping.
Shopping for Dudes, too. But I went to this store in Brooklyn called Sports Prospect. It used to be my old stomping ground. They have the coolest, like, Brooklyn shirts and Cyclone shirts, and I didn't see anything I liked there because that's what I went for initially. But I had to trek like 2 miles on foot to go there, so I thought, well, I got to just get something for Haley. So here's another shirt for you that just says simply Brooklyn on it.
That is awesome. I need an accent to go with it. You'll have to teach me.
Yeah, we'll definitely wash each other's cars and get some bagels and work on that accent.
Okay, that's awesome, Rob. You so didn't have to.
And then on Sunday, I went to the Brooklyn Cyclones game, and
Did you bring back a Cyclone shirt?
I didn't. Would that have been the money if I did?
It doesn't matter.
But Haley, what is your favorite color, though? I'm curious.
Pink.
Do the fans know?
Blue.
Pink.
Red. I like so many colors.
We got almost everything. So I thought, what is something
do love pink.
What is something I've never got Haley Bright before? What have I never given you?
I don't know.
Outside of the engagement ring, but this is the first
A
time.
new car?
But I got you a pink hat that says
Aw.
BC Brooklyn Cyclones.
I like it. It's cute.
And it's like old schooly. It's got like rhinestones and and everything.
It's awesome.
And it's a girl size. It's not a kid's or whatever. So that's it. There's your goodies.
Thank you.
You don't have to go shopping this month. We got you covered.
I have everything I'm going to wear to Comic-Con already. Not that anything has to do about comic books. Oh, well, I can wear my princess shirt.
Oh, and also, let me see. What else we got here?
And when people bother me at Comic-Con and be like, you see this? Rob says I'm a princess. Leave me alone.
So our man Alpha
What is this?
Our man Alpha Sidon, who came to the stream, the East Coast Tweet Up, he goes to Penn State, and he brought some Rubik's Cubes for Penn State for you and Brian.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God,
Dude, you
what is
rock.
that?
Those are awesome.
And he drove 4 hours from Pennsylvania to go to Brooklyn to see. Here we go.
Give it. Thank you.
Oh, easy. I don't know. The guest tonight is watching from the corner.
Is this one for me? Can I open this?
Yeah, you guys
It's for me
open it.
now.
I convinced the guys tonight we were doing a professional show, and it's all gone to Santa Claus land here or whatever. So, yeah,
It's
Brian.
like Christmas in July.
Brian and Haley, try not to get too caught up in undoing and doing the Rubik's Cubes that we forget about the show. But, speaking of Brian, I got one more thing. I got something for Brian, too. So, Brian's from New Jersey, right? Brian, New Jersey?
I think he's lubing his cube.
Are these supposed to actually turn?
Well, if you talk to Otaku Dan, he'll send you some lube for your Rubik's Cube.
Go to cubesmith.com, get some stuff from Dan there. So Brian's from New Jersey, so I thought, well, there's no way I can get Brian a Brooklyn shirt, because if you're from Brooklyn and you're from Jersey, you don't really mingle. But I was at the Cyclones game, and I wanted to get him something, so I got him this cool, spiffy Cyclones t-shirt that doesn't say Brooklyn on it. So that's you, and it's got the B for Brian. That's how I was trying to be clever.
That's cute. Oh, he's also going.
Can he run by? Oh, the hand just swoops in there. All right.
He's like a little
Gosh.
crane. Whoosh.
My wallet, Haley, does anybody have my wallet? All right, that's it on the swag, Haley.
Thank you. Rob.
I'm out of breath. I'm going to show a video clip in a second. I want to touch base with you. Have we lost everybody tonight? Anybody still over there?
There's a bunch of people over here. Rob is hooking it up. I love how you guys take over the show.
That may be the first time Brian has run from the control room for
I've
an
never
item.
seen Brian
I saw a Rubik's Cube. What do you want from me?
The only time I've seen him run so fast when he's going to like Subway. And he's grabbing his sandwich.
It's the Subway meal, yeah.
God, wait, there's breaking news. Breaking news.
You found out who likes Rob.
No, but I did find out who owes him the $5. No, check this out. A tree went down over yonder. I'm actually pointing in the direction. It was completely irrelevant and unknown to you guys. But right in that direction, a tree fell down on the street, one up block north from Wilshire. Took out all the power here. We had no power from 7 a.m. to noon here. But the other side of the street was not as lucky. Anything past Crescent Heights, no power. And you know what that meant? Subway had no power and had to close. I didn't get Subway today. What am I supposed to do? Huh? Gonna go hungry.
You can munch on my Brooklyn Cyclones baseball or something if you want, if that'll hold you over.
God, I wish you finished that sentence differently.
Haley, was he like this last week when I wasn't around to crack the whip?
No, Brian was a total gentleman when you weren't here.
Cool. Well, hey, let's show a clip. I don't know what that means. But let's show a clip.
You don't want to know.
And then tally up whatever heckles are in the chat room. We're going to show a clip. If you guys are watching the show and you want to get in some of your own humor, we're going to catch that in a second. So Haley and I went to E3 a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, whenever it was, and we interviewed tons and tons of people. And we're spreading out all the video clips as we go through the year. So here we got one with Chris Foster, the lead designer from Harmonix, talking the Beatles, rock band. Brian, if we can roll it, let's roll it.
Hey everyone, this is Haley Bright for CoinOp TV, and I'm here with Chris Foster, the lead designer of Beatles Rock Band. Can you tell me a little bit about the game? What makes it different from, regular Rock Band?
So the big differences are that we have 3-part vocal harmonies, so that you can grab 3 mics and either sing all the same part together or learn to sort of sing in perfect harmony. We are telling the story of the Beatles, so we're taking you through all their venues, Cavern Club, the Sullivan Theater, Shea Stadium, Budokan from their 66 tour, and then the final venue, the Rooftop. But then for the studio years, we actually take you into Abbey Road Studio 2, and we have a big feature called Dreamscapes. So you start with a recording session, you'll hear chatter from them before the song starts that were taken from outtakes from the tapes that people haven't heard before. And then as the song proceeds, you actually get taken through the studio into this place that's like a psychedelic vision of the song and what it means, which is a really cool experience to see going on in the background as you play.
You're bringing out new instruments. How are the new instruments different from the old instruments?
Functionally, they're the same. They're fully compatible with Rock Band 2. In terms of the aesthetics, though, they're just we've gone. I think the hardware team's gone above and beyond to capture just the look of all the details of the Hofner, the Gretsch, and the Rickenbacker in particular. The oyster pearl finish of Ringo's drum set is there. The little Beatles kick scrim in front of you, which just, it's a simple touch, but really makes it feel that much, more like something they would have or that represents them well.
When choosing all the places in the game that you can, sing and that the Beatles go, how did you guys go about doing that? Was it a difficult task?
It sort of was. Like, we wanted to represent all of the eras, so finding the iconic locations for each one, like starting in the Cavern was easy. Some of them were a no-brainer. You have to start in the Cavern. That's, their residency in Liverpool. You have to end on the Rooftop. The Sullivan Show was a big moment for them in America. Shea Stadium was a huge moment for them in terms of playing a stadium. And then Budokan was just a good representative of them touring the world and representing that final tour where they really like, you know what, this is not for us. We just need to go into the studio and start making some music we really believe in.
Haley, I'm very excited for the Beatles Rock Band. We got to play a little of it at E3. It was the songs that they had chosen there for the demo. I don't think were that good selections, just kind of pop in and play. But very good interview, very good. You had a fun time there talking to Mr. Foster.
Yeah, he was awesome, and the game was really fun, and it was a great thing to demo on stage. And I think that fans love that. Will love the game. What did you think?
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm gonna get it the week it comes out. It's tough because it's Guitar Hero 5 and Beatles at the same week there. So Gonna be a lot of rhythm playing for me in September.
I'm afraid to play more Rock Band. I was talking earlier, I think I'm getting like Rock Band arthritis or something. My fingers hurt and they're going numb. I think how many hours do you play in a day?
That's what, Haley, that's why you gotta do the wristband.
Oh, it's like the power band?
Oh yeah, keep it tight on the wrist.
Gotcha, okay. Like how many hours do you usually play in a row without stopping?
I'll play for like 3 or 4 hours.
That's how long I play, but it's like killing my fingers. I'm trying to buy my my Hailey character this really expensive jacket right now, but I blew all my money on a shopping spree last week.
Oh wow.
So now I have $2,500 left to save up to buy this magnificent jacket, so my character can play Rock Band in this coat. Do you have this dilemma when you play Rock Band?
Oh, I have a limo. I have a manager. I've got a jet. I'm going all over. We're global in my characters.
Well, you suck. We should meet up on tour.
Yeah, we should go on tour together. You can be my opening act.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. So what's going on? Where we're showing the video clip and things. We got any concerns there before we move on?
No, everyone's ready to see our guest.
All right. Before we get out the guest, I got a couple more goodies. Our friends over at EA Electronic Arts, specifically in the Command and Conquer division, sent some goodies out, and I thought, I would give some things away as we go in the next couple of weeks. But one thing I saw that I thought Brian would really love, which we shouldn't.
Brian's like a puppy.
We shouldn't give Brian.
More things for me? By the way, nice shirt, Rob. Thanks.
Does it fit okay? Very cool.
Fits great.
Let's see it, Brian.
I'm wearing it. I'm showing it.
I can't see it.
I'm showing. I don't know.
Stand up.
Oh, I get it. You can't.
Model.
There it is.
Sexy.
The new Cyclones line coming out from the Headless Horsemen this October. The joke didn't work, huh?
No.
All right, so there's his head. There's his head.
What is going on? That's like when Swoozie was on and he's like in slow motion.
Yeah, when Swoozie was on Skype there. So, Brian, the Command and Conquer Saga, 13 games for the price of 0. It says 1, but it's free for you. So that's a gag. So, Brian, I don't know if you ever are RTS fan, Command and Conquer, but you've got a whole bunch of games now to play.
You better watch out.
I don't know. I hear noises.
That is like creepy how fast it's like do, swipe, leave.
I don't even think that was his hand. That looked like Ethan's hand to me. I don't know. We're going to have to get a slow motion on that on the replay.
I wanted to be able to give people a close-up view of it, so that's, see, you guys can see it clearly now, and it's safe right here, Rob.
All right, so here's the deal. So EA, and thanks for you guys watching the show and everything. Rad Nerd comes on to the post show after Bo and Leo, and they do giveaways. So I brought Command & Conquer Red Alert 3. I'm going to give them for the PC as a giveaway. It's really shiny, Haley. I'm trying to get the luster away there. So this is like a $60 game they're going to give away tonight. Stick around for the CoinOp TV post show. And watch out for, I don't see Brian's hands or feet coming in. I don't want to hold anything up anymore. So. Okay, and then lastly, before we bring out the guest, there he is, he's safe. Lastly,
I think you're stalling. I think there is no guest. The infamous guest.
We just roll the credits, and then that's it,
Did you just see that? It just came and took something off your desk.
Haley, as long as nobody whisks you away, I'll be okay for the rest of the night.
I'm apparently still here. Nothing has come down.
Wait, don't turn around.
I'm like
look,
scared.
look.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Haley and I are going to celebrate 5 years of CoinOp TV up at the California Extreme, July 11th and 12th, and there's a brand new poster that was made by Twin Galaxies. Now, unfortunately, I ran out of ink on my color, so it's all pink down here. But we're going to get about 20 of these or whatever. I'm going to give some of these away. Haley and I are going to do a panel. It's California Extreme. Go to caextreme.com. It's in Santa Clara. Very excited. We won't have a show next week, Haley, so we got to hype up the California Extreme excitement tonight. Are you looking forward to playing some arcade games and hanging out in Santa Clara there, celebrating?
Yes, and I'm excited that you made me a pink poster.
It's only pink from, like, the bottom part.
Rob,
Fail.
Rob,
no, I'm just kidding.
I'm reading the back of this, 3 Generations. Why would you give this to me, a guy that loves PC RTS games, Why would you give this to me right before we go on a week break? All right, I have things to get done in the studio. Cruel, Robert Welkner.
It's gonna be a toss-up for you, Brian. You got to put the Rubik's Cube on one shelf and the Command and Conquer collection on the other, and just stare and decide which one you can conquer faster that'll let you get back to work.
Honestly, I bet like the earliest version of Command and Conquer that's on here is gonna be better than Halo Wars. I have it set on like the hardest possible setting, and it's just like I can't make it fun. I don't know what they try to make it like a beginner, your first RTS thing, and it just they just kind of they should have made it easy easy to play, difficult to master, and it's just kind of easy to play.
Yes, I agree with that. All right, Brian, I want to introduce our guest. I want to talk about our guest. I'm going to show a video clip. So BlazBlue Calamity Trigger is out now in the U.S. It's hot. It's buzzing. Everybody's talking about it. Let's show a video clip, and then we're going to bring out the producer of the game. So, Brian, let's roll that. Guys, welcome to the studio. Mike Manzanares, the producer for the U.S. release of BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. Give him a hand. Come on. Hey, come on out. Mike, very good to meet you. How are you doing? How you doing?
Pretty good, a little tired. We had literally just come back from an anime expo, and drove down here, so. Thanks, Rob.
I know. I apologize. I told your PR guy, I was like, we need you. You can't say no. You're in town. I know you're here at Anime Expo, so I appreciate you coming by. And sorry for the big delay. We were getting concerned that we didn't have a guest tonight.
Oh, I know. I'm the ghost guest. Hi, guys.
Yeah, you're live in the flesh, and we're very happy to have you on the show. For me, I was talking to you before the show. 2009 for me is like, fighting games are back. You know, we got Street Fighter, Tekken's coming out, and BlazBlue.
Yep,
everybody's talking about that. What do you get? What's BlazBlue Calamity Trigger all about?
Well, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger is Arc System Works' I guess spiritual successor to Guilty Gear. It's another 2D high definition fighting game. Pretty easy to get into. Yeah.
Now, I heard this is like the #1 game in Japan in the arcades.
Yes, it is. Arc System Works definitely knows their games. Before BlazBlue, Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus was the #1 arcade game in Japan. So yeah, it's really fun. It's a huge rush.
Congratulations. There must be a lot of pressure to bring it over to the shores in the U.S.
Absolutely. Everyone's asking, hey, is it coming out yet? Is it coming out on time? Do we get our limited edition? But yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So it says the first and best high-definition sprite-based 2D fighter on the market.
That's right.
BlazBlue features 12 extraordinary detailed hand-drawn characters in true high-definition glory. I've been watching video. I've been hearing about it. It looks very smooth, the gameplay. How do things sort of translate over from the arcade to the console?
Actually, it translates pretty easily. I mean, it's still your basic arcade game. You still have your 3 basic attacks, your drive specials. We did a lot to make sure that it is an arcade exact port, and we asked Arc System Works to we did add a lot of extra new stuff. So they added the story mode, and we did a complete localization for all that. Dual language for the audio. We asked them, like, hey, people don't like unlocking characters. Just have everybody open from the get-go. So
all right,
it's pretty cool.
Now, you mentioned 2 things I'm real curious about: the story element, fighting games with a story.
True. Well, to be honest, you play a fighting game to play against other characters. So the story mode is more of we want everyone who doesn't play fighting games to come into the game. It's like, oh, try something new. Maybe people aren't hardcore fighting games. They're not going to be like, oh, I need to do this move on this frame, or oh, if this person's going to do this. I just want to play the game. I just want to enjoy the characters. And so the story mode is there for the casual people. And just want to sit back and enjoy a pretty decent story.
Very cool, very cool. Let me remind everybody we're live, we're interactive. If you have a question for Mike or me or Haley or Brian or whoever's around the studio tonight grabbing things from me, it's thestream.tv, all spelled out with no dashes, no dots, no hyphens. And with that, Haley, I would like to see if we have any questions or concerns from our viewers at home.
Well, not concerns, but lots of questions. So I'll start with one from the DCD. He wants to know, why work on a brand new fighting game instead of something like Guilty Gear 3?
So we've got Guilty Gears from your company as well.
That is true. Well, there's a very unfortunate reason that I can't go into detail for that. But they definitely wanted to try something new, and but still somewhat familiar. Sort of a reboot for the series, because BlazBlue is a spiritual successor to Guilty Gear. There's a lot of mechanics that are the same. So you still have your Roman cancels. Well, I guess in BlazBlue they're called rapid cancels. You know, your typical distortion drives, one-hit. Well, there isn't one-hit kills, but they tweaked it to something like a astral finish. So yeah, I mean, if you've played Guilty Gear, it'll be really easy to get into.
All right, very cool. Haley, you got more for me?
I have a lot of questions for you.
All right, go for it.
So you can just keep sending them over whenever you like. Let's see. DJ Bobo wants to know, is it 8-way like Soul Calibur, or is it more like Street Fighter 4?
It's more of it's on a 2D plane, so there are 3D graphics for the backgrounds, but it's still a 2D game. So you just pretty much just your regular move forward, back, jump, and down the block and ducking. So yeah.
Now, speaking of graphics, I brought some stills because your trailer, everything's happening very fast. But Brian, if we could show a couple of stills on the timeline there. Here's an example of how lush the characters and the backgrounds and everything look like. What's the name of this character we're seeing here?
The character you're seeing here is her name is Rachel Alucard. She's in typical Japanese fashion, she's your gothic Lolita character. She's actually one of the more powerful characters if you get into the game. I know you mentioned prior to this there was tier lists.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the high-end characters that just decimates everyone.
I love the cityscape and the moon and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody's just said how pretty this game is.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with this stage. Here you see Rachel and Bang. I'm assuming it looks like the start of the match, and it is interactive. Like if you see this game in motion, you'll see when you dash across the screen, you'll see like the roses fly up in the air. You'll see dust, and like even with the dust, if dust pops up, if you punch the dust will like fly away. It's just a lot of attention to detail.
Very good, very good. All right, Haley, I want to get back to you and get some more questions there. How are things going on your side?
Awesome. They're going good. Let's see. Uganation87 wants to know, they said, the game was supposed to release on 6/30/09 and it's already July 2nd. Is there a release date on this?
This is actually, it came out already.
Well, that's what they
It's
said.
already on stores. Go buy it.
I'm not trusting my chat room anymore.
Yeah, it came out a few days ago, actually this week. So it's in stores.
Out on
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Haley, we got the hot game this week. We got the man right in the studio here.
Well, I was just listening to that.
I know you're the voice. You're the voice of the chat room. Hey, before we get back to some more viewer questions.
Can you tell us maybe where they should look for the game?
Your typical places. GameStop is a good place to go. Even Amazon.com. I'm not sure if we're actually in Best Buy, but yeah, I mean, your Game Crazy is a good place to go too. I mean, yeah, you're just typical hardcore game providers.
And this is a multi-platform.
Yeah, both for 360 and PS3.
And I understand.
Oh, I see why they asked this.
Oh, okay, we got a follow-up.
The limited edition is out this week, but when does the regular edition?
That was my next question.
Oh, okay. Oh, actually,
we stole your question. Yes.
Okay, well, pretty much all first print runs of this game are all limited edition. So the moment stores go out and start reordering games, it will no longer be limited edition. So I mean, limited edition comes with the 2 soundtrack CDs as well as a bonus disc that we had put together along with the folks at shoreweekend.com and dustloop.com. It's pretty much just a community of hardcore fans of fighting games. And so, again, if you've never played a fighting game or even new to BlazBlue, it's an introductory DVD that teaches you both the mechanics of the game and how to use the characters, as well as have some, tips and advanced strategies from hardcore competitive players. So yeah, I would definitely suggest checking it out.
Very cool, very cool. All right, Haley, back to you now.
All right, let's see. a lot of our fans are wondering what got you interested in working on a brand new game.
You've been with Axis Games for a while now.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, Axis Games is a localization and publishing company. Well, I mean, pretty much everyone who sets out to start their own company, we're in it for the money. But but a lot of us are gamers. So I mean, I play fighting games. So I was really happy to be able to work on BlazBlue, and then we do a lot of work on RPG games as well, or at least our history is, because our company's only 3 years old, but a lot of us have been in the industry for more than 10 years. I know Gail has.
He's been around.
He's been around.
So 3 years, and you got 2 big titles, Guilty Gear and this one now, right?
Yeah.
That's a good track record so far.
Yep.
All right, before I go back to Hailey, I got a question here. You mentioned drive attacks, and on your site, it's talking about what makes you drive, and we're all about, it's like this philosophy and stuff. Can you explain how this philosophy sort of caters to the game?
Sure. Again, BlazBlue is really easy to pick up and play, but it's one of those games that is difficult to master. And what drive attacks are it's pretty much a one-hit special button. Like, you want to do cool stuff, you press this button.
Okay.
So like one character can freeze their opponents, or another can control the wind, another person can steal life, and so on. So it's pretty much just again, just a really easy beginning fighting game to get into. And even with the special drive buttons, you can still do your typical motions, like down forward for a fireball motion, and you hit that drive and you have even more options to go with.
Very cool, very cool. All right, Hailey, how are things going? You getting backed up? Give me some more here.
Yeah. Maverick wants to know, is there a Japanese version of the game? And if so, are there any differences in the game besides just the language?
Actually, no, not really. I mean, other than the limited edition, the discs are exactly the same. So, I mean, both the 360, well, PS3 is region-free, of course, and then the 360, it's essentially the same exact disc. If you bought the Japanese version and you plug it, you can put it into your US version, and it'll still be the same. Dual language options, same game. You can even have a cross-region play if you're on PSN or Xbox Live.
All right, very cool. What else you got, Hailey?
Let's see. The Los wants to know, was there anything cut from the game before the arcade release or in the transfer to the console?
You guys actually added things with the story, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Anything get trimmed?
There were a few things that did get trimmed. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lychee, the Lychee character, but she's one of the characters with a staff. Originally, they had wanted to do it so that, like, if she doesn't have the staff, she has a completely different moveset. Like, her weak punch would be different from her weak punch if she had the staff, as opposed to her weak punch if she didn't have the staff. And what they wanted to do was have her completely different and completely animated. It's just that that had to get cut because now you're animating twice as much. And again, it takes like a team, a staggered team, a full 4 to 5 months of just complete animation for one character.
Oh, wow.
And that's twice as much work for one character. So that unfortunately had to get cut. But again, she's still pretty solid and she's pretty fun to play with.
Well, the line this year is, the economy's not so great, so you can let these things go. Trim a character here and there in a game.
Yeah, but it's I will admit she's really good. Her pokes with the staff is just
Very cool.
Frustrating.
Now, speaking of characters that are in the game, our friends Joe over at the in West Covey, what is it, Disneyland, sent us some questions before the show via Twitter, and he wants to know, if you're a noob, what's a good starting character that's gonna get you going on this game?
Okay. Well, I guess basically, I guess that you would probably compare that to like Ken and Ryu of Street Fighter 4, right?
Yeah, like the good entry-level characters.
Okay, well, I will suggest, I guess, the 3 main staff members of the game. One is Ragna, the Blood Edge. He's the one in red. Another is Kai Kisk. I'm sorry, not Kai Kisk. That's Guilty Gear. Wrong game. Sorry, guys.
We can't rewind. It's a live show. You're stuck
Cut that.
now.
No, it'll be Jin Kisaragi. He's the one with the ice attacks. And then the other one, the female main character, Noelle Vermillion. So Ragna the Blood Edge is your typical, I want to say maybe Ryu of the game. But I would say he probably plays more like Terry Bogard of King of Fighters. So I guess his general strategy is, I'm here, you're there, I'm going to you and beat you down. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very cool, very cool. All right, Hailey, we got time for a few chat room questions, things like that. What do you got for me?
Let's see. Church 4252 wants to know, since Blue is like basically an anime style graphic game. At any point, do you see it becoming an animated series or a movie?
I can't really speak on that, but Arc System Works would definitely love to do that, to be given that chance, especially since it definitely has a lot of typical anime archetypes.
All right, very cool. What else you got for us, Hailey? We're going to do the quick round.
Oh, great. The DCD wants to know, how did the idea of associating special moves on a right analog stick come about?
Oh, again, they wanted to make things a lot easier for people who normally don't play the game. So people who are familiar with like maybe Smash Brothers or something, where they just press, you know, right stick up or right stick down or left and right to pull off easy special moves. Let's say you aren't as technically inclined to pull off like a 720 motion. You just press right stick down.
All right. And it looks like, though, if you are skilled, the way the graphics are, it looks like there's a lot of room for combos and things like that.
Absolutely. Again, it's really easy to chain moves. You just press ABC. That'll normally net you a combo, unlike a couple of other, what was another game? Battle Fantasia is one of Arc System Works' prior games. But it's really easy to get into. Just really chain your moves into it.
Very cool. Hailey, what else you got? A couple more?
Yes. Sean Zero wants to know, is there any DLC planned?
There are a few DLC planned. I believe, I don't know if people read neogaf.com, but recently Arc System Works announced that they have new palette swaps up for downloads, if you guys are into new colors.
Okay, so we're going to change the look of things?
Absolutely.
Cool. Hailey, got anything else for us?
Oh, yes. J-Day wants to know, is there a possibility for a second version as a 3D fighter?
They all want to know what's happening. The game just came out this week, and they all want to know, DLC.
They're ready.
The next new hotness.
Yeah.
I will say that they probably are definitely looking to it, but I'm pretty sure if it isn't BlazBlue, then it'll definitely be another genre, or not another genre, another title. So I think they just want to, like, you know, start BlazBlue and like get a base going, much like Guilty Gear had, how they had like a lot of iterations.
All right, Hailey, got one more for us?
Oh, Rob, you're wearing me out. Okay, let's see. No, I'm just kidding. David Mister wants to know, how many hours is the game? How long is the gameplay?
As a fighting game, is there an ending?
There are. Again, this is an arcade port, so there's still your typical arcade rounds. So if you're playing arcade mode, it'll take you probably 30 to 45 minutes to go through. And then there is a story mode. Again, they added that for the console versions. I estimate it will take about maybe 30 hours to get 100% on all characters. So it's a pretty hefty game. But again, even for story mode, it could take you anywhere between 45 minutes to 15 minutes to get one ending.
All right.
But yeah.
Now, before I let you go, you're in town, or you guys are sort of local, but we got Anime Expo going on this week. One of my favorite shows. You were out there today. What's going on? Are the kids coming by? Are they going nuts?
Oh, absolutely. Oh man, our booth has been swamped with people just walking by, and we have like a huge plasma television, and we have arcade sticks set up, and people would just come in. We have a couch set up, so if you guys are going to Anime Expo, swing by our booth, have a seat, play the game.
Yeah, definitely. If anybody comes up and says, hey, we saw you on Coin Up TV, do they get first in line, or do they still have to wait online here?
Sure, why not? I'll be there all 4 days.
See, Hailey, who says we don't have exclusives on this show?
All right.
Cool. All right, Hailey, we're going to wrap things up. I know you got more chat room stuff, but Mike, how do people find out more about the game? I know the website went live this month.
That's true. Again, they can visit us at accessgames.com. We have links up to BlazBlue, our BlazBlue official website, or you can also go to shoryuken.com or dustloop.com. Again, those are both communities of fighting game fans.
Very cool. Well, Mike, you've been great. Thanks a bunch for coming in on last minute notice there.
Thanks for having us, man. It's a pleasure.
Looking forward to checking out the game. Hailey and I will be on break, or the Stream TV will be on break next week. And Hailey and I, like I said earlier in the show, will be at California Extreme July 11th and 12th, celebrating 5 years of Coin Op TV and having an informal party at the hotel afterwards and things like that. So, Hailey, are you doing all right over there? Are we ready to wrap up and take off for a week?
I guess so. It'll be fun. We get to spend time in San Jose. That'll be cool.
Yeah, very cool. Brian, you guys, you doing all right there? We're going to cut you loose. Say goodbye.
Another good run, Rob. Another good run.
I see. There's a joke in there somewhere, and some people tonight get that, and others don't. So
no, I was just honestly saying it was a good run. We had another good run, and there was another. It was a 4-episode run. The first run in widescreen we have here. I got some creepers behind me in the control room, and then when we come back, the widescreen is going to be even widescreenier.
All right, listen, we got to wrap things up.
Do you even know what Brian's talking about half the time?
I do, but that's because I'm on the nerd level. There's a certain nerdism language that Brian and I both speak, and it scares me sometimes.
1.21 gigawatts.
Well, see, Haley will know that. She's a Back to the Future
Actually,
fan.
that's very funny.
She'll get that. All right, guys, we got, like Brian said, it's a good run. It's the stream.tv, CoinUp TV Season 2, Season 3, whatever we're up to. We got junk down there that I'm hitting. I got so much goodies under my table. That,
and when we're back, it's your 100th episode.
And we come. I don't even want to leave. I want to keep talking. But guys, we'll see.
Woo!
I'm just gonna leave it up here.
Woo!
There we go.
I think that was a nerd yelling at you.
Guys, when we're not here, we miss you. When we're here, we love you. We're very excited. We never want to say goodbye. But tune into CoinUp TV Live Thursday nights on the stream.tv. We'll see you guys next time.
Woo!
Huh?